Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I'm happy to have y'all joining me in my kitchen today. Today I'm going to be showing you my barn sale finds for my farmhouse decor and some useful items that I got there, and then I'm going to do a little fall decorating and bring you along with me. So thank you for being here. If you saw my video last week, it was a barn sale walkthrough where we went through and I just gave you the chance to look at some of the things that they had there and the things that I saw while I was there. And so I hope that you enjoyed that video too. If you didn't see it, you can go back and watch it. It's on my channel, Rambling Rose Farmhouse. So this time I went to the barn sale as a vendor again. So my intention was to sell things, not to buy a ton of stuff to bring back home with me. But I had a few things that I was looking for, and I actually found those things. So I'm going to show you those first, and then I'm going to show you the things that I found that I wasn't looking for. So one of the things, let me see where it is here. One of the things that I had been wanting to buy was a dough cutter, and I found this vintage one, and it's different. You know, the ones you see now are straight on the bottom. This one was curved. And so I kind of questioned whether it really was a dough cutter or not, but I looked it up online, and you can find several of these vintage dough cutters, and this is how they're shaped. So I liked it. It looks very handmade to me. I have some other kitchen tools that are handmade, and so it kind of looks like it is. I don't know if it is or not, but I liked it, and so I decided to give it a try. And I have used it for my bread. It works really, really good to cut your dough with the little curve there on it. So I'm pretty happy with it. I might still end up getting a straight one at some point in time, but I am really happy that I found this one and I like it. So that was one of the first things that I was looking for at the barn sale. So the second thing was also a tool for bread making, and it was this type of dough cutter here. I guess this is called a dough cutter. Dough blender is what it says. I've been trying to perfect my sourdough biscuits, and so I've been making a lot of biscuits. And I had one of these, but for some reason I can't find it. I don't know where it is. And so I was trying to blend my butter with my flour with a fork, and it makes it a whole lot harder. So I decided to look for one of these, and I also found one of these at the barn sale. So I got two new bread making tools, and then the other thing that I had wanted to look for, I'd hoped to find, were some bowls, because my bowls are constantly getting broken, and then I don't have a bowl. And I wanted to get some pretty bowls, since I make videos and have pretty bowls to use, and also maybe some seasonal type things. And so when I was looking around, this is one of the very first things I found when I got there, was this little bowl. It's not huge, but I really liked it. I don't have many dishes that are kind of what I consider fall colored dishes, and so this one was, and I got it. So this is, it doesn't tell what kind of pottery it is. It just says oven proof USA. So I had another piece like this already, and I'll show you that in a minute. When I showed this bowl to my daughter, she said, "That looks like the 70s. So I'm like, well, okay, if it looks like the 70s, that's fine with me. I like it anyway. I looked it up, and this type of pottery looks like it was made around the 60s. So she was close. But anyway, so this is the first item, first bowl that I found. It's actually the only bowl I found. So I got one bowl, and then my two bread making things were the things that in my mind, when I went there, I wanted to look for. So as I was shopping, I came across a few other things. I also wanted to look for some items to use for vintage, as props in vintage pictures, and so that's what I found. I found a few things. One was this old pizza cutter, which is tiny, but it's cute, so I like that. And then a couple of metal measuring cups. So these are all things that I will use for photography. And measuring spoons, and then a strainer, a little bitty strainer. So I had to, I have bigger strainers, but this one's really interesting and cute. So these are things that I got for photography. That was something else that I had planned to look for also were some old vintage things for photography props. So these are the things that I found for that. Oh, here's something else. Forgot about these. This is a little bitty sifter. I'd never seen one this little before. But so I found that one. I thought it was cute. Got it. And then this is another old measuring cup, a metal measuring cup, and the handle's missing off of it, but that's okay. I still just like the way it looks, and I know I can find a use for this. So, okay, those are the things I started off looking for. Now, when we went to the barn sale this time, we were invited to stay with some friends of ours. We've been going to the barn sale for years, probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. And we had made some friends there. And so they invited us to stay with them in their home. So thank you, Angela and Rocky, for hosting us in your home. It was so nice. But when I got there, one of the things I noticed that Angela had in her kitchen were like the bacon press, the cast iron that you use to cook your bacon. And I had been looking at those. I had seen some on Amazon actually and was thinking about getting one. And so I asked her about them. She told me that they work great and she loved hers. So at that point, I decided that I would look for one at the barn sale, and I found this one. So it's a kind of, I had never seen a, what is this, rectangular shaped one. The ones I had seen online were round, but this is the only one I found at the whole place. It wasn't very expensive, so I decided to give it a try, and I've been using it. I really like it. The only thing I have to say about it is it does get really messy because the oil gets up on top of it, and then when you go to pick it up, it all comes off. So you kind of have to be careful, make sure that it ends up back in your skillet and not all over your stove. But so that is another thing that I got. It's got little pigs on it, and I thought it was really cute, and it's very useful, and I like it. Now, the other thing that I got, oh, let me show you this. This is the little picture that I already had. I had gotten this from a friend a few years back that kind of, well, it looks like the same. Now, this one is Hull pottery, and then it says Hull Oven Proof USA, just like this has the Oven Proof USA. So I'm not sure if this is Hull or not, but so I have two pieces that match since I already had this one. The other thing that I got, you might have noticed some in my video, and that is these. This is some Marcrest pottery, which I didn't really know what it was before I looked it up. So it was made in the 50s and 60s. I got it because I liked it. When I got to looking at it, it's got daisies and dots and scallops, and the pattern is actually called Dot and Daisy, I believe. I love to decorate my kitchen cabinets with seasonal colored dishes. I like to be able to change them up because they're very neutral and white, but I really like to be able to change them up. And I just really don't have much fall stuff, so these will be used in my kitchen for fall. So I've got the pitcher with the lid, and I don't know if the lid goes with it. I don't think I saw one with the lid when I was looking at them online, but mine came with the lid and I like it, so I'm going to use it that way. And then I got the little small, like probably a creamer, still the daisy and dot pattern, which I think is really pretty. And then a bean pot. And again, it's the same dot and daisy pattern. So I was really excited about these. These were not on my list of things I wanted, but when I saw them, I really did like them. And so I'm really glad that I went ahead and got them. And I'm going to show you, oh, I have one more thing. So this is the last thing, I believe, that I got from the barn sale. And this is like a vintage grater that definitely looks, you know, homemade, handmade, and it's not something that I'll use, but I really liked it. I just like the colors and the texture, and so I'll end up hanging this up someplace in my house. So I think that's everything from the barn sale, but I'm going to show you some things that I also got thrifting, yes, flea markets and thrift stores. So I'm going to show you that next. Let me see what I'm going to do. I think that I got these plates last year about this time. These are Wellesley, I guess, Wellesley. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that, by Wood and Sons. I saw these at a flea market. Like I said, I didn't have really anything for fall, and so I really wanted 8 plates, but this was a set of 4, and they were very inexpensive, and I thought they were pretty, so I went ahead and got them, and I got them thinking, you know, I can probably find some more online. Well, I did find some more online, and 1 plate cost more than all 4 of the ones I got from the flea market, so I still only have 4 of them, but that's okay. I can still use them that way. I don't even think I ended up decorating with them last year, but I'm going to add these to the things I have here that I've showed you from the barn sale and use them in my kitchen this year. And then at an antique shop, I found these really pretty, this is tatting. It's not crochet, it's tatting, which, if you know anything about it, it's just a series of little knots. I don't know how to do it, and I don't know how anybody has the patience and the time to do something like this, but I do think it's very beautiful. And when I saw this, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. It looked like the perfect size, and I got it because it was fall colored. I was looking for fall colored things. And I'd already decided to get this one, and a friend that was with me showed me this one, and it was from the same booth. It was a little bigger than the other one, so I knew it wouldn't work for what I wanted to do with that one, but it was also very beautiful. And I think they were both like 20% off or something like that, so I ended up getting both of those. I think this one would be really pretty framed and hanging up, but I'm not sure what I'll end up doing with it. I'll use it someplace. I love to use vintage linens in my house. You probably know that if you've seen any of my decorating videos. And let's see. This little thing I picked up at the dollar store just because I liked it. And do I have anything else out here to show you? I don't think so. Okay, I think that's all. Oh, this. So this was also like a thrift store find. It had something painted on it, but it wasn't, it was blurry. Like it wasn't good. So I painted it, painted this white. I really liked this because the frame is almost the exact same color as my faucet on my sink, and so I thought it would be really pretty in my house. That's why I got it, and it will be nice to arrange some little vintage items on. So I think that's all of my finds. So please tell me what you think. Do you like what I got? Do you not like what I got? What's your favorite? I would love to hear that in the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of these things into place along with a few older things that I already had for fall. And I'm going to give my kitchen a little makeover. I have family coming in out of town for Thanksgiving, and so hopefully I can put these things together and get my kitchen to look a little more fallish and a little more Thanksgiving-ish. So join me for that, and let me know what you think at the end.